So, I've been driving this cop car, this old cop car, for I don't know, about 2 weeks now. It's really good on gas. Well, compared to the Buick, at least. It's good on gas. It's a nice, comfortable ride, and it's kind of nice with the whole family. But something that gets me with this car is everybody waves at you. So anyway, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an introduction to my ex-cop car that I bought a few weeks ago. This car had turned out to be a debacle. Whatever police department had this car beat the piss out of it. But I like the car. It's got a L77, the aluminum 6L 6L80 transmission, which it broke within the first week, like just regular driving. I sent it out to Billy, they took it apart, and it was all roasted. So again, back down to whatever police department beat the piss out of this car. Anyway, fast forward 3-4 weeks, actually a month and a half. Get the car back. I finally, after the third try, I finally get it to drive and be somewhat reliable for every day. I still got some issues with the electronics. The tire sensor keeps coming on every now and then. Right now, cross my fingers, knock on wood if there was any. It's working. But the thing that I love about this car is that there's no traffic anywhere you go, because what happens is that people see this thing and they immediately become excellent drivers. They move over, they stick to the right lane, and go the speed limit, which I have to say, it's freaking amazing. And the best part is that if I do this little move right here, everybody waves at you. Everybody gets out of the way. Everybody gives you the right of way, which it's amazing. And I was thinking, like, I wanted to tint this car, but the problem with that is that then people are actually going to think that it is a cop car, because it still has the brush car in the front. You guys seen it on the other video. Still has spotlights. I switched those to LEDs. I wanted to at least keep one, because I don't know, it's kind of like a nice feature, you know, like something breaks down, or like use this like a kind of like a trackside car, you know. If car breaks down, I can just go push it with this, and I have my backup vehicle. But anyways, the thing that gets me with it is how there's never traffic in front of this car anymore. You do have the one or two idiots that say that get on the left lane and they just park there, might as well. And but other than that, like about 95% of people that see this thing behind them, they move over. So it makes the driving experience so much better that I've gotten to a point where I'd rather drive this thing than drive any of the other cars, just because there's no road rage. People are cutting in and out of lanes. They stop doing it. They just stick to the right lane. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. Well, besides the fact that the profile of the car makes everybody a good driver, the other thing I love about it is that it's got decent power. This thing will hit 0 to 100 in no time. Definitely not faster than the Buick, but for a 4-door sedan, this thing is pretty quick. AC works amazing. One of the main issues with this car is that it's an ugly duckling. It had a lot of hail damage. Actually, it still has a lot of hail damage. But I bought one of those little stupid kits. You'll see it in a little clip. So anyways, this is kind of a off-topic intermission here. So I've been playing with these dent puller thingies, and as you can see, I've gotten most of them out on this side. That side, I started right in this area, but you can still see some of the hail damage. Whoa, come on, focus on the car. There you go. So you can see some of the hail damage there. And here it's hard to see because it's wet, but there's hail damage all over this. Like if I go like this, you can actually see it. And the funny thing is that the hood looked just like that, and using one of these I've been able to remove most of them. I was not a believer, but now I am. Just figured you guys might find that useful. Does a really nice job. Like they were very obvious. All these little hits by the hail were really obvious, like valleys on the paint on our on the bodywork, but now they're more subtle. You have to kind of be looking for them to be able to find them. Eventually I plan on getting a replacement hood, but at this point in time I just want to be able to drive this thing and enjoy it. Actually, not even enjoy it, just use it. I just want to be able to use it, actually. But yeah, so being an ugly duckling, all the scratches, all the dents, it kind of makes it more enjoyable just because I don't have to worry about it getting hit in the parking lot, or hell, even trying to even getting stolen or anything like that, because who wants this, you know? Now, with that said, one of the sweet things about this car is the power it puts down. I actually had Billy tune it. It put down 334 horsepower to the tires. And again, like I said, it's a four-door sedan, and going from the 2010 Honda Accord with a 4-cylinder that had no guts, just all noise, this is actually nice. You put your foot down and it moves. Passing in this car is not an issue, and it comes back around to the whole people move out of their way for this thing. It's amazing. It's like I had a giant sign saying move over. I decided to title this video "How is it to own an old cop car?" because the experience that I'm getting out of this whole deal, it's actually overall decent. Like I said at the beginning, this car hates me. The transmission broke, bent valve, a bunch of issues, and actually at this point right now I think it needs the intermediate variant for the drive shaft, but I'll take care of that eventually. Hopefully it doesn't break. But yeah, so going back to the title of the video, the whole reason why I titled it like that is because this car is an experience. It's something that you need to try or like experience, because seeing drivers get good, it's amazing. Now the one downside to it is if somebody's speeding, they will slow down to the speed limit and you'll be riding up their ass. On the bright side, it makes people super easy to pass because it disables them. It's like people's willingness to fight while driving goes away when they see the profile of this car, which is amazing. And again, it's an experience. If you have a long commute every day, I highly recommend this thing, because it doesn't matter where you're at, this thing gives you an express lane. I'll give you guys a walk around of the car and yeah, see what it's all about. Alright, besides that annoying dinging bell, when I first got this thing, it came with a plastic seat back here. I was able to get a new seat from the junkyard. If I remember correctly, it was 250 bucks. This is not the G8 one. This is actually the Caprice back seat. The difference here is that the G8 has an opening in this area, and funny enough, this actually has the opening and the buttons and everything back there, but the G8 seat was about twice the price, and the whole purpose of this car is for it to be cheap and reliable, which has been neither one of those thus far. So I gotta make up. It's got a pretty roomy trunk. Right now it's full of crap, but here's one of the batteries that I was talking about. There's another one over here. This one's a little smaller than this one, and this one's isolated by a relay, so technically it's only doing the accessories, but with the old battery being bad, it was causing some sort of issue every time that the relay kicked on. So like, it was easier for me to just replace it. 200 bucks later, And no more funky light issues. Now, the good part of this car is the engine. This thing's already been apart. It used to have displacement on demand. I had that deleted. It now has a stage 1 blower cam from Texas Speed with their whole delete kit and the DOD delete plate and all that good stuff. But I guess this is going to be my gateway into the LS world, and we'll see where that goes. So far, it hasn't been a smooth transition. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, hit the like button. What are you doing, Pooch? Stop eating rocks.